Oh, girl, I got some tea for you.
Oh, you have some tea?
Tea.
Tea?
My gosh, we're not doing this again.
No,
We're
no,
not.
we're not. No, we're not. I
Let's just
mean,
start with the. Let's just go with the intro.
roll it. I am drinking just Red Bull this week. No Malibu. So you don't
You're
get
drinking Red Bull and it's 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and I got a bigger
night.
can. Yeah, so I was getting the 8-ounce ones, but I got the 12-ounce ones because I'm like, this isn't enough. So, bro, I can suck down energy drinks like it is my job. Like Red Bull, gone. Like I love Red Bull, but like I can't drink it on like trips, like driving trips, because then I'll have to pee an hour later because I drink it so fast. So,
damn.
I know you can't relate, but
can't relate. No.
Sorry.
I don't like the only energy drink that I like is the V8 energy. And it's not really like an energy drink, but all the other ones taste weird.
I get that. I do like Bangs. I think Bangs tastes pretty good, but like their CEO is kind of like a massive piece of shit. So I try to, not buy as much from them. But yeah, Bang was the reason I had a near heart attack in grad school, so that was fun. So
all right,
tastes good though.
Well, I have a story for you.
You have a story for me.
I have a story for you, and I want to tell you this because I need to explain how my weekend has gone into this week, because it also happened today.
Oh God, what is this?
So we love Mochi. We
do.
We think he's beautiful, he's majestic, and he's cute because he's a puppy.
Tiny puppy.
This dog, I swear, is a little angry person. Like a little angry puppy. Little angry puppy. Because I have a carrier. It's like a cat carrier because it's hard to get him to walk on a leash. Like we're working on it. So I put him in a cat carrier so I can get Einstein in the car and I get Mochi in the car. And the cat carrier duels as like a car seat because it has like hooks on it. This dog gets on top of this cat carrier. It shits in the mesh. I shit you not. Shits in the mesh. Pushes it down. And is trying to strain it like pasta.
No! That is not the rigatoni I want to eat.
He's done this 3 times. Fool me once. All right. Fool me twice. I should have learned. The 3rd time, I said, what the fuck, Katie? Because why have you keep allowing him to have that carrier in his playpen?
God. Okay. So this thing must not be very tall then. Like for him to be able to climb on top of it?
No, it's not very tall at all.
Okay.
I mean, he's comfortable when he's inside of it. So I'm not saying like he's like cramped in it because he can sit just fine. He can sit up just fine. This dog, I call him almost like a little angry Italian man. He literally like just takes the hugest shit on top of the mesh and just pushes it down. And you don't know how hard it is to clean mesh.
It is so hard. I do know.
So hard.
My cats have barfed on mesh things. I get it.
It's awful. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Mochi, you're so damn cute, but why do you keep shitting on the mesh?
Bro, you got to get one of those hard carriers, man. And to have it just be a little bit taller.
Oh my God. I just took it out. And so I took it out.
Yeah.
This dog, this puppy, literally just like moved everything, took a piss on my floor because that carrier's not there. is whipping around his bed. This bed is like 3 times his size. He's throwing it around the playpen. And I got a cute little bowl and like food and bowl set and little googly eyes on it. So it was really cute. I thought it was adorable.
Yeah.
This monster took one of the eyes and ate it. I
He's
had to
like, "You
rip a
don't need
googly
this."
eye out of its mouth.
He's like, "No, I don't need you don't need this. I need this for sustenance." Oh my god. He's trying to get his third eye, okay?
I'm like, oh my God. This is why people don't have kids.
Correct.
And then my other dog,
Mhm.
I mean, granted, this bowl was only $1.
Okay.
I got him a bowl for outside.
Mhm.
He takes this bowl and he rips it into smithereens. So now my deck looks like a bowl has been murdered. It is a crime scene on my porch right now. Of just plastic.
Oh my gosh. That Einstein, listen, my guy, stop destroying shit. Even if it was $1. It's fucking rude.
I was just like, why?
Italian hands.
Angry. He's a little angry Italian man, and Einstein's just being a dick.
He's
Because
Italian.
he thinks he's not getting enough attention, but he gets so much attention. He just has only child syndrome.
He does. He does. You have babied the shit out of him for the past, like, what, 5 years?
7 years.
7. I keep forgetting he's that old.
I know.
But yeah. No, these Italian hands are meant for wheat pasta, not shit pasta. We do not want shit fettuccine in this house.
I was just like, why? Out of everything you could have taken a shit on, you took a shit on the mesh. He did it on purpose because he literally climbed on top of this cat carrier and took a dump right on top of it.
I swear animals have this like eighth sense because they have like so many senses. Like, I know if I barf on this is what my owner is going to get most pissed about. Like every single time.
And
They
it's
just
like,
know.
They do. And I'm like, I can't get mad at him because I don't see him do it.
Right.
So it's like, I can't be like, what the fuck, man? Why are you shitting on top of this cat carrier? Because I never catch him in the act.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
you never do.
I take it out, I clean it, and I did not put it back this time. And then he caused a ruckus out there. So,
oh goodness gracious, these animals. I know. My I guess the only puppy shit story I've got recently, this actually happened a couple weeks ago, but my boss has a puppy and she's a little English Cocker Spaniel. She's really cute. And she was trying to let us know that she needed to go outside. So I took her outside and I took her to pee, but she's like not my puppy. So like I don't know what her like shit routine is yet.
Yeah.
And so we come back inside and immediately she's like wanting to go back outside. I'm like, we just went back outside. Girlfriend, like, just decides to just drop a turd, but it gets stuck in her hair. And so she's like flying around and there's like this turd like flying around with her. And my boss is like, everyone beware, she's got a dingleberry. Like, so
oh my God.
I call her and he's like, all right, you know what, boss, you take care of the dingleberry. I'll make sure she goes takes the proper shit outside. So we go outside, she takes this huge shit. And then she's a puppy and she's hard to get a hold of. She's like so fucking slimy, always gets out of my hands. And so she like runs way far away. And then I've never actually seen a dog do this in person, but she did the whole like sat on her ass and then like scooted her butt to like wipe her butt. And I was just like, you are 8 weeks old and so gross and so cute at the same time. Like she was giving me the biggest puppy eyes while she was like scooting her ass across the grass. And I'm like, at least you're doing it outside. So,
yeah. Maybe she has worms.
oh yeah, I forgot that can happen. I hope she doesn't have worms.
Like Einstein, Jesus. Mochi has done something like that.
Yeah.
Where literally, so I'm always picking hair out of his mouth. He thinks that if he eats dog hair, he'll get bigger or something. I don't know. but I'm always like pulling
Protein.
clumps of hair in his mouth because
Ew.
at my parents we have so many dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's just like he's trying to eat it all.
Mm.
And so he went to take a shit. When he was done, one of them was caught on a hair that he has eaten
Oh.
that was still stuck inside of him.
Mm.
He screamed. I mean, like, screamed. He was like, I was like running around. I was like, no, 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 no. So I'm like trying to grab him and I'm like trying to
Yeah.
help him because
Yeah.
I have gloves. So when I can
Mm-hmm.
pick up the puppy pads, like I'm not touching anything
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like trying to put a glove on while he's screaming, while he's whipping this poop around like a freaking whirlwind, and then he's
Yeah.
dragging his ass. And I'm
Oh.
just like, dude, stop. I'm gonna help you. You just need to calm down. And they're like little pigs, like trying to weasel their way out of your hand because they think they can
Yes.
fix it all. I finally
Yes.
got finally got it all off of him. And he literally, this dog just steps and smears it all over the
No.
puppy pad. I'm just
No.
like, I'm like,
Dude.
dude, now we gotta go take a bath. And
Oh
you're
my
gonna
God.
scream in the bathtub because you're not used to baths yet.
Oh.
And there's no.
Baby animals are literally babies. You can't like talk sense into them. Oh my God. While we're still talking about shit, I'll give you one more story, but this one's about Ari. So,
Oh gosh, Ori.
listen, I know you already know this happens because I'm pretty sure I've told everyone in my life. But Ari is a long-haired cat and her ass hair is also long. And so sometimes she doesn't like quite pinch it off right or something or it just like gets stuck. And so it's happened multiple times where she just has a big ass turd hanging on the back of her fur and like I've accidentally touched it before, or if I can't smell it in time, she'll like wipe it on my bed sheet. Like that almost happened at my parents' house when I was living there for like a very short amount of time. Like Becca, my sister, was like being nice and she like brought me Ari because we're all trying to go to bed. And then I go down to snuggle her face and then I smell something really bad and I'm like, "Oh my God, what is that?" And so I like force her to lay down and I check her ass and there's a turd. And so I'm like, "Becca, hold her down." And I like run to the bathroom, get toilet paper, come back. And like it's almost like peeling the turd off of her long hair. Like it's so gross and she hates it. And Becca like could not stop snickering the entire time. She's just like, "You're a cute little fluff ball cat." It's just like like a turd, I don't know, like
Oh my gosh.
Velcro. It's so fucking gross. And it's like, this is all the bodily functions that I can handle. And it's just from animals. Do not give me children because that goes up like 18,000%. Like, I'm not here for it.
No.
Oof.
Like bodily fluids don't bother me. Einstein has never had any of those issues. He
Mm-hmm.
he was always really good, like because his hair is really short.
Yeah.
But Mochi's hair is short too, but he keeps eating hair,
Hair.
and so that's making like the human centipede of shit out of his ass. They're all hooked
Oh.
together, like. And
Okay. Um. This isn't my story, but one of my friends, she has a dog, and one time her dog took a shit and also ate a piece of hair, but like the piece of hair didn't come out with the poop, like it only went halfway. And so there was a strand of hair hanging out of his ass. she said that
oh
she
my
was like trying not to
gosh.
puke, like pulling this long ass hair out of her dog's ass.
Gosh, that's so much love right there. I would just want like, nope, we're not doing this. I cannot do this. I'm like, that's gonna wait until you go to the bathroom again because I love you, but I don't love you that much.
Oh, that's the thing. It's like, she lets him like up on furniture and like all this other. So it's like, imagine just have like this poop strand just hanging out for like another 4 hours until he has to go to the bathroom again. Like she had to pull it. I was like, oh God.
No, thank you. No. Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Is
Nope.
there anything else we could talk about besides like dogs and shit?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So um I had a dream the other night.
Oh. Okay.
I know. It's
Oh
nothing
girl.
saucy. We didn't have like a 50 Shades of Grey dream.
Oh, well,
Nothing like that.
I was just going to ask if you had forced yourself into another lucid dream, but okay, go on.
I wish. I really wish because that last one's cool. I have came to the deduction after the stream that I am a really good dreamer in naps.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually have coherent dreams when I take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
But when I go to sleep and I dream, like my train of thought is like nowhere. Like for some reason, like at one point I'll be like standing in the library and the next point I'm in the sky like flying. Like my train of thought in my dreams when I'm actually like asleep at night is just ridiculous. I cannot I wish I could just see my whole dream at once. I just want a lucid dream to see the whole dream
Mm-hmm.
and what the fuck is going on with my head in the middle of the night. Like
Seriously.
where is this coming from?
Girl, I don't know. I mean, I'm the opposite. I don't think I dream when I nap, but I do dream like full on sleeping, but but the only ones I remember, I think this is common for everyone, but the only ones I remember are the ones when I'm close to waking up.
Mm.
And then I forget it like 10 minutes later. But yeah, dreams are a doozy, dude. Also, speaking of Kat's lucid dream, I will link it here. I think. Yeah. I'll link that video so you know what we're talking about. So
I love it.
listen.
But I love
everything.
love when I can get myself to lucid dream and not have a night terror.
Yeah.
I had a night terror. I think it was a week ago. Not even a week ago. It has to be 6 days ago because it was after we filmed our last podcast. Like
okay.
I had a night terror. The night, like the terror, like you wake up and like your full body sweating, like that bad. Girl,
do you remember what it was about?
Dreams are weird. No.
Okay.
I'd rather have had the dream where like you're almost falling and you're not actually falling, and you just wake up and you just like horse kick yourself awake.
Girl, I hate that. I hate that sensation of falling and then like waking yourself up to be like, no.
Just
it
like
just
horse kick yourself. I feel like I do not move in my sleep, but when I have those falling dreams, whoever is in my bed,
watch out.
You're gonna get kicked because I'm just like,
the ninja comes out at night.
It does, because I'm just like trying to get my bearing. So for some reason, like my arms don't go out, and my leg just goes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think my neighbor's moving out.
I didn't even hear anything.
Weird. Well, that's good, because there's been a U-Haul truck in front of our complex for like a week, and then like also the neighbor who lives like next to me, he has a really obnoxious paint job on his truck, so like you can't miss it.
Yeah.
I hasn't been here for a while, so I'm like, oh, you're finally moving out? The people below me moved out, so everyone's vacating. They're like, bye. And here I am, just like, I think I'll stay here another year. And we have some neighbors who moved across the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, such riveting content. But they moved across the parking lot, and we went from it being vacant and like 0 cars, obviously, to every single spot is taken now except for 2 every night. So I don't know what kind of party they're throwing there every single night, but one of those cars is a truck, and it's driven by like a 19 or 20-year-old, and boyfriend refuses to put a fucking muffler on his shit. So I can hear him all the time. Like I know when he's leaving, when he's going, and he's coming and going like a lot. And I'm like, I joked with my parents on the phone call that I like when I call them every weekend, and I'm like, if he's not careful, I'm going to cut a wire in his truck because I'm like, I'm so sick of it. Like he's woken me up in the middle of the night before because of like how loud his truck is. And obviously I would like never do that because that's so shitty. But like I'm just like, I can't wait for you to leave and like very soon.
Oh my gosh. But I had the same thing.
Do
There's a
you?
guy. Yeah. So there's a guy who has like, I'm going to be real with everybody. I don't like trucks. I don't
Yeah.
care
You have
what
a
you
Mini
put on the
Cooper.
truck.
Of course you don't like big vehicles.
I never like trucks. I don't think it's cool when you rev your engine and you
Don't get me
pollute the
started.
air and
Mm-mm.
all that stuff. Like I don't like that. You
Mm-mm.
don't impress me, not one bit. So there's a guy
Nope.
who parks right outside my fucking window who's
Mm.
got, the lift kit, the sidebar, the big ass wheels. And if it wasn't for the fact that I get up at 6 a.m. every day, I would go down there and I would slash 3 tires.
Yeah.
Not four, three.
3.
This man has the loudest fucking truck I've ever heard. And it's right outside my window. And I am not a morning person.
Mm-mm.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not an asshole in the morning. I just
Guilty.
get up and I am quiet
Mm-hmm.
and you have to allow me to wake up. But I'm rudely awakened up by some guy who thinks it's cool to put all this shit on their fucking car and go, it would be fine if it was only for 5 minutes. This asshole leaves his
Oh
car because
no.
I leave at 6:45. I get up at 6 and I leave at 6:45 because I have to take care of these two children and get them ready.
Yeah.
He has it going for almost an hour.
An hour?
He has that shit revving outside my fucking window for an hour.
What the
I'm just
fuck?
like, why? I'm like, you okay? You good?
Sorry, my neighbors was making a noise.
I can't hear any of it.
Well, if it was just like a thud against the wall.
They're throwing somebody on the wall.
I know. They're like, WWE over here. No, listen, like, okay. Kat and I are both from Northeast Indiana, rural area for the most part. So we're like used to these like big ass trucks. I like big trucks. I like the truck that we have at work. You know why? Because it's quiet. It's one of those like stealthy big trucks. It's not lifted, it's not flashy, like nothing. Like it gets its job done. And, as someone in agriculture, like I do appreciate trucks for like what we need them for in terms of like your occupation. But no, just like little dick syndrome, like put into an automobile, like I don't fuck with that. And like I was like, who thinks that's cool? Like I don't get it. And I thought maybe it was just like, I don't know, like a teenager shit. Cause I remember in high school, I was talking to someone on my travel softball team, and she was like, I think when boys rev their trucks like so loud, I think it's just the sexiest thing. And it was just like, she's also like one of the grossest people I've ever known in my life. So it seems like that's the kind of person I think y'all are meant for each other. I think you're super gross humans and your rev truck little dick syndrome boys, you're all meant for each other. And I want you to go to your little revy truck island and just stay there. But also like put filters on your exhaust. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just so annoying.
So annoying.
Yes, a chunk of my life I was raised in the country, but I don't like trucks, period.
Yeah.
Like I think trucks are handy, yes, for occupations like agriculture, to move shit.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I don't like them. I really don't. And people are like, well, maybe you haven't experienced trucks. I'm like, I've been riding in a truck since I was born.
Mm-hmm.
My dad loves trucks.
Mm-hmm.
He picked us up in a truck, in an S10, a little truck, and then he went to a big truck. And I still don't like trucks. I don't. They're just.
I mean, they're not for everyone. I'm not going to sit here and defend every single truck because they're not all made the same. And people who like have disagreements are like, I think the Dodge Ram is better than a Ford F-150. You know, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll like engage in the discourse. I'll be like, because basically all I've driven ever is F-150s because all government vehicles are Fords.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, I love F-150s. And I'm like, but I will say, maybe we can get you into a Raptor one day. Because like my brother-in-law has a Raptor and it's pretty fucking sweet. Like it's a massive ass truck, but it's like so smooth. And it's like something you can go like off-roading in. It's not something that just like makes a lot of noise to make a lot of noise. Like it's actually pretty useful. But
yeah, like if I'm okay if cars are useful in that sense, and I understand people have their own tastes. Like I'm not saying just because you like a truck, like you're a hooligan or whatever. Like no, I understand people have their own taste because I have a Mini Cooper, and not everybody likes a Mini Cooper.
Right. I wouldn't fit in one. But I barely fit in yours.
Yeah, you do barely fit in it. But let's be real. Like I cannot stand tricked out trucks.
No. Mm-mm.
Like don't. Like
No.
if you're gonna sit outside my window for a fucking hour, I understand if you're heating up your car, but you're not gonna heat it up for a fucking hour.
10 minutes at the most, maybe 15 if you're running behind, but like an hour, like that's fucking, like that's just called killing the planet. Like what the fuck? God. Ugh. I can't. I truly cannot.
And anybody who ever has driven a very small car will understand what I mean when these big trucks or big vehicles think that they can just push their way through in a lane because you're so small and you're going to stop. Like I've almost been hit twice because this truck or whatever could think they can just push me over to get in the lane when there was actually no room. Like I'm always, so I'm like a half a car's length away from this guy. And this truck literally is just going over. I'm honking my horn, trying to be like alerting, like maybe he doesn't see me, even though I can see his like blind spot detectors on.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, no, you're just being a dick.
Yeah. I was literally about to say, sometimes the blind spots are a bitch, but if you can see like the indicator, then yeah, he's just being a straight up asshole.
I'm just like, why?
Why? Girl, I don't know. I can only stand up for my fellow ag people in trucks for so much.
And that's fine. And I'm 100% supportive of people that use trucks for their business and that they need it and that it's useful for. You know what? Props to you because I couldn't do it.
Right.
I couldn't drive.
You could, but you don't want to.
I mean, I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I'm good. I'm on hard pass.
You're good, bro.
We're really boring this week.
Well, you know, we get a new president and now there's not so much to talk about.
Oh my gosh, that is such a topic at my work.
Like, I know with your conservative workmates.
Okay. We're going to talk about this. So, I live in a very conservative area.
Same.
It is very hard to be impartial in a very conservative area because I'm not going to be the person at my work. Everybody is conservative. It is so hard to be impartial because I'm not conservative.
No.
And they're just going off and off and off about the new president and whatever. And they're like, have fun with, you know, your $2 gas. It's going to be like $6 later. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, there's so many good things and bad things. And it's just driving me nuts.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how much my patience has been tested since this new president and people thinking that the world is going to end tonight.
Yeah.
Like, what? I was like, what the hell?
I will say at my job, I'm obviously like the most liberal person there, but like surprisingly, I do try to reel it in quite a bit because I am outnumbered. But sometimes I'll make like snarky remarks and then I just have to kind of like let it roll off my back, but it like inside I'm like seething. But like what I'm mad about is like why Congress hasn't gotten rid of like Ted Cruz or like Marjorie Taylor Greene or like this, that, and the other shit. Like I was watching DK TV last week, and they brought up like internet or like Twitter censorship. And one of the dudes was like, I don't think they should have taken Donald Trump like off of Twitter or like blocked him from like, saying, because he's like, once you open like that can of worms, and it's just like, then where does it stop? Because that's like everyone's like, that dude doesn't like Trump. Like he hates him, but like he's just like, well, where does it end? And it's like, we need people like Marjorie. You know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is, right? Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know, she's a representative in Georgia. And she's a QAnon person. She spews all this crap like all over online. Like she's already made it to SNL, like, making fun of her. And that kind of bullshit, like, I realize you can quell them on Twitter and then they're just going to go to like Parler or whatever, even though like that's gone now. But it's like, to me, it's better to still get those hateful voices off, because we don't want like these super young people to think it's okay to think like these super extremist views that are like hate filled. And like, it's fine for them to see that and then to recognize like that's bad. And I'm not saying every kid should be liberal, like they should make up their own minds, but like that kind of bullshit, like I don't think is cool. And like it got me so mad, I even like commented on the video. I'm like, yeah, it's just like, no, she can't be on here. I was like, there's, and especially since she's a congressman, like that's even like more frightening. And I don't know. It's like what baffles me most is like, including your coworkers, why after everything that's happened in the last 4 years, I guess they forgot about it. But like even just like the Capitol riots, like why are you still defending that? Like why? I don't know. I wish I could just like get inside their heads and to figure out what the fuck, like why they're still like defending this and thinking Biden's so bad when like Biden is literally a conservative who just talks like a liberal. You know what I mean? Like he's not as leftist as like everyone thinks he is, and it's just like it's just horseshit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have to think about it. If they like start banning people off of Twitter, then what's the criteria? Because then, like, well, you have to think of it like this. I mean, like, let's say like Trisha Paytas posts like porn on there, and then she says a lot of like crazy stuff sometimes, or like Jeffree Star and the whole like his scandals too. Does like what's the line? Or all those YouTubers that were like sending like inappropriate pictures to minors.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're going to do it, you need like a criteria, because then there's going to be a whole bunch of people that are going to be kicked off of Twitter. And then Twitter's going to go downhill real quick.
So they did kick off Trisha Paytas.
Oh, did they really?
Yes, they did. They kicked her off.
Wow.
She has a like a backup Twitter or a backup Instagram, or one of the other. Because she got kicked off Instagram too. And with Trump, that was like a clear, didn't follow Twitter's guidelines. Mm-hmm. And he had been breaking them over and over and over and over again. But because he was the president, like they just kind of let it go. And then it was like the 11th hour decision, like, oh, maybe like we should like pull his shit. And so I think that Twitter had very valid reason to like take Trump off finally. And I'm pretty sure we could read like their user agreement, but also at the end of the day, these are private establishments. These are private businesses that allow us to use their apps for free. And if they do set guidelines and we break them, then, you know, that's the way it is. I mean, for fucking shit. So like Saturday, this really has nothing to do with it. But I mean, like even on Saturday night, I was watching the Blackpink concert. I taped 14 seconds of it and I put it on Twitter. And then I immediately got like a copyright strike from YG. And they're well within their bounds to do it because that is technically private property that I am putting all over Twitter. And even though I paid for it, like I paid to watch that concert, it's still their private property. And so, you know, I just feel like we should not only be holding these public figures more accountable, we should be holding them more accountable and making sure like this kind of rhetoric gets squashed somehow. Because it's not like it's doing us any good. I don't know. And I'm also not saying that like the left is perfect either. I don't know. I'm so bad at voicing my opinions on this stuff.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I feel like the world just needs to, we need to calm down, take a breather. Like it hasn't even been a month.
Yeah.
Shit will clear out. And then I don't have to sit there and have to listen to my coworkers thinking that the apocalypse is going to happen.
I mean, at the end of the day, the sun is going to explode and none of this matters. And our bodies will just return to dust.
Be stardust.
Be stardust. How we started out. How fun.
Bottom, now we're here.
Started as dust, now we're here.
Well, this podcast has been literally us blowing shit out of our ass.
Truly.
Well, at least, yeah.
In our mouths.
Well, at least we can finish it off on something that we know we always do. Let's do recommendations. Shall we?
We shall. We shall. Who is it? My turn?
Yes, you are first.
Okay. So one of my friends listened to the podcast and I said last week that I really need to watch Soul, the Pixar movie.
Yes.
And she texted me and she's like, you have to watch it. And I was like, okay, fine. So last night I finally watched it and bro, I understand it's on Disney Plus and not everyone has Disney Plus, but if you have the means to do it, you should absolutely watch it. It was so good. It was not like Inside Out that had me like super in my feelings and like wanting to go into my bed and cry. Like it was just like a feel good message about like just enjoying the little things in life and not thinking you're tethered to like one thing you're only good at. Anyway, I'm not going to spoil any more of it, but it was just so well done. So if you got 2 hours, you should definitely watch it. Go do it.
I love it. Oh, my stars. Now I gotta figure. I've been sitting here like,
what have I been listening to? Oh, I want to say last week when you recommended Poonpee, it like automatically played to the next song, and like that song ended up on like my best of 21 playlist because I was like, yeah, I like this artist. He's cool. So
yeah.
affecting me in all the ways. proud Katie moment.
I know. I'm always like slowly infecting you with like some other thing that I've liked. I love
Constantly.
it. I'm always like, oh, Dre, you're gonna like this, and you're like,
sure, Kat. You think I'm gonna like it?
Yes.
And I did.
Okay. So, my recommendation, because since I always do music, we're gonna do Haru wo Sugeru by Yama. And it's such a cute song. If you guys are on TikTok, you definitely have heard the song. It's really cute. I love it. I love Japanese songs. They just make me so happy.
Does that translate into English? Anything?
Yeah, it does. Hold on, I have to look up what the second word means.
Okay.
Because I'm not, I have, whew, you can tell that I have not been studying Japanese lately.
Okay, first of all, like all of us are watching Japanese or learning it.
Hurtling Spring.
Hurtling Spring. That's a hell of a name.
But it's really cute. It's a really cute song.
Okay. I will absolutely check her out.
And I'm all about like a good catchy intro. That's why I like that last song last week.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had like a vibe when he turned it on. This one's automatically like cute.
Cute.
I got you.
We're getting in there.
Yeah, it doesn't do that like lag, you know, where people like, okay, we need to do an interlude where we have to like do like a hook to catch you in the song. This one just instantly goes into singing.
Oh, nice. I'm surprised you like a song that's cute because you hate cute things. Yeah,
I do. But for some reason, like the song is like, I don't know. That's
okay.
You know what? That's what William said to me the other day. Cause I said something like along the lines, I'm like, oh, Mochi's so cute. And he's like, are you feeling okay? Like you never say cute. Like you never use the word cute. Like you will find the most obscure word to use other than cute because apparently like cute is not in my vocab. So
apparently.
And I'm like, I don't really know what else to say. How to describe my dog.
Listen, all animals are cute. Don't argue with me. Don't argue. Yep. Anyway.
Yeah, apparently I'm not into saying the word cute. It's too cumbersome.
2021 is a new leaf. So you're cute for you.
I'll do the cute vibe.
Be a cute vibe. Or you can implement it in a sarcastic way. Start off that way. Just be like, oh, cute. You do it
ironically.
Yeah. Ironically, yeah.
Love
I'll
it.
do that sometimes.
I love to see it.
We love to see it. Okay.
Well, we did it. We finally made it through this podcast. This podcast has been a struggle.
If you couldn't tell, we were like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? Because like, there's nothing to talk about. Like the GameStop thing is like out of the news now. So
I know.
But
there's just been nothing going on in our lives or outside of our lives that have been relatively interesting.
That we care about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So thanks guys for suffering through this one with us. Yeah.
I know.
Well, if you're still here, thank you. Go ahead and press the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Also like this video as well. I've been told to be more assertive. So please like this video if you like it. And also follow us on Instagram, Kat&Dre, per usual. Trying to post more. Just because.
I know, she's killing it.
I'm trying.
She's killing it. So we're going to take this over. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, be friends with us, hang out with us, listen to us. We're going to do that.
We're cool people.
Assertion right here. God. And like Dre's shit. She works hard to post stuff. I do absolutely nothing. And she does all that hard work on social media. So you better like it.
Come on, guys. It's so hard for me to screenshot things and put them on Instagram. Yeah.
So support my friend Dre.
Support. Also,
on her stuff.
Also, follow us on Twitter at Dre Cat and I'm trying to post more on there because I'm also a Twitter person. So do that. Do it all. Do it all with us.
Then I'm trying to get my shit together on TikTok. I always I start a video and then something comes up like Mochi wakes up and I'm like, ah, shit. So I gotta go take care of Mochi. So I'm going to try to post more. So be on the lookout for that too.
Guys, Kat posts her dogs all the time on TikTok. So, and it's cute. Like you should see our last video with Einstein and the coffee, and it was so funny and I loved it. So,
yeah,
do it. Okay, guys.
All right.
I'm done berating you. Thank you.
I'm not. Do it.
Do it. Just do it.
Do it. Bye.
Bye.